Good.
We're good? We are already live. Ooh, we did. We're set. Look at us go.
By a minute.
Hey. Live and on time. See, we could do a radio show.
We could do a radio show?
We could do a radio show. We'd be online every day. Why is the video not coming through? There we are. Look at us. Hello, peoples. Thank
Hi.
you for joining us. If you want to go ahead and tell them
If what?
to share.
Oh, you want me
Because
to
when I did it, you said that's my job.
say that's my job?
3 weeks ago. Go back and watch the video.
If you would be so kind and to share this video, we sure would appreciate it. Because, you know, sharing this craziness is a good thing. At least I think it is. And we actually have a lot to talk about tonight. So if you actually share, people might actually get some good information, possibly.
Not from this show.
We do have a lot to talk about today.
You
though.
said good information.
Okay, we have information, all right? Then I won't say good information.
Yeah, I'm going to say. I'll
All
just say
right.
information. It's safer that way.
Okay, I got to share too, so I can't tell you guys to share and then have me not share. That really would.
That'd be bad.
That would be
That'd
really
fake.
not right.
That would be called a hypocrite.
I would be a total hypocrite. Okay. Hang on.
Hello, everybody. People from all over the United States so far. I haven't seen anybody foreign yet. I mean,
We
from a
just
foreign
started.
country. No, I know.
What?
I see Illinois. I see North Dakota.
Yes, please share away. I know that when there's good TV shows on, it's harder to get people to tune in and watch. So any shares are
There's nothing good until later.
appreciated.
There's only that one good show tonight.
What?
That Manifest.
Oh,
thing you
Manifest. Does anybody else watch Manifest at 10 o'clock? It's a pretty cool show. All right.
You almost done sharing?
Yep. Okay, I'm good now. Hold on. Boom. Done. All right.
Are we ready?
Yeah, sure.
You have no idea what you're in for. Hello, and welcome to TMSM Weekly Live Show number 28 for October 22nd, 2018. I'm Scott Atwood.
And I'm Michelle Atwood.
And we have, like Michelle said, a lot of information to share with you tonight, I guess.
We got stuff anyway.
We got stuff. We got people. We got stuff. We
Yeah,
got Sanka.
Yeah, we're trying.
Good.
We're trying.
We're good. We're ready to go.
Yeah, and it's Disney. Yeah, I'm fully aware that it is Disney night on Dancing with the Stars, so we'll try not to.
And we're not on it, so I could care less.
You know, they do have like YouTube people and bloggers and stuff on Dancing with the Stars every now
I
and then.
know Orlando did their own Dance with the Stars last year.
They did?
Yeah.
Did not know that. See, now I would like to go on it for weight loss purposes, and plus I was always wanting to learn how to dance. Like I know how to dance, but I'm talking like swing dancing. So anyway.
Well, maybe if we win a Webby, if enough people are nominated for a Webby, you'll get called up to be on Dance with the
Maybe.
Stars.
Maybe.
So
Okay.
we need to work on that. So get the Webbies out there.
No. Okay. So
Go
yeah,
look it up.
Suzanne's a celebrity guest. Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you very much, Sandy. See, somebody looks forward to our show every month.
Thank you, Sandy.
You're
What's
awesome.
your address?
Thank you.
Send me something.
Somebody looks forward. Okay, that's
Somebody
great.
looking forward to us who's not part of the staff. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, really, we have a lot of you that tune in every week, and we thank you all. We really do appreciate it.
Yes,
so.
we know that there are other things you could be doing at 7 o'clock on a Monday night.
There's other things we could be doing.
But the fact that you
Like
tune
eating
in
dinner.
is awesome. Yeah, we skipped dinner tonight.
Realized we didn't have enough time.
Okay, so we got stuff to talk about. So let's jump right in, shall we? Let's go.
If I jumped all water goes up.
All right, so we're gonna start with shopping. Shocker, right?
And
Seriously, shopping and food.
Can I mention one thing about last week's show?
Oh, sure you can.
We didn't talk about food last week.
We didn't talk about food last week? Not at all? Seriously, not?
And it's not on the schedule for this week.
Oh no.
We're losing our street cred.
Oh no, we didn't talk about food? I find it hard to believe. We need to go back and
No,
watch.
I did. I watched it last week. We had the power
I
failure.
find it hard to believe.
But I didn't see it.
Okay, well,
Your volume is up somewhere. I don't know if it's your computer.
I just turned it down.
Okay.
All right, so
Got quite a few staffers out
we
there,
do.
too.
Thank you, staffers. Hi,
We need
Lindsay.
a food detour. Well, we'll talk about food detours maybe They're not on the schedule.
No, but no, we do have food.
We do have food. Never mind.
We do have food
this week.
So stay tuned. We have food.
And it's good food.
It's
yummy,
good food.
yummy and delicious. Okay, so as Michelle was saying, we're going to talk about shopping.
Shopping.
I feel like we're on White Chicks.
Shopping. Okay, so let's talk about the new World of Disney store.
Yes, they unveiled the second half of the store, which used to be like the
like we talked about before. They had opened part of the store at one point, and like this half was closed off, and then they opened the other side, and then the other side was closed off.
So they don't want you to see it all at once. So now it's finally open, but it's still not done. Or it wasn't when we were there.
Well, sort of done.
It's close.
Done-ish.
You can walk from one side to the other now.
Yeah.
Inside.
Okay, so if you watched any of our coverage from Thursday, then you will know that Christmas has hit the World of Disney store.
Which is good because we're kind of over the Halloween.
Yeah, and I really think we were talking about this, and I said this to our Disney reps on Thursday too. I think the reason that we're looking forward to Christmas already is because it has been Halloween here since August.
Early August.
Early August. So we are like ready for Christmas because it's been like boo to you here for 2 months already.
But we'll be ready for Christmas to be over by Thanksgiving.
Probably.
Think about that.
No, not Thanksgiving, because I'm looking forward to it because I've already been trying to figure out, since we're, it's our new house this year, where are we going to put the Christmas tree? And
I told you, I'm getting a 25-foot tree. It's going to touch the ceiling.
I'm already worried about where we're going to put a tree. Plus, we're having house guests. I have my parents staying here over Thanksgiving.
We have everybody coming in for the meetup.
We have I have my best girls coming in for the meetup.
And everybody else who's coming here to stay.
And anybody else who stops by.
You got to bring your own sleeping bag and snacks.
We're just going to have everybody on the ground. It's going to be like a big slumber party. You bring a pillow and a sleeping bag.
The people we don't like are going in the garage though.
Okay, we're getting off the track from shopping. Okay, anyway. Okay, so the new World of Disney store. I know that when that first part opened and I put out video, I recall a lot of our viewers were very much meh about it because they said
I was.
That they were concerned about it having like no magic. So like, you know how before, like when you walk over, the spitting stitch is still there. But like the pumpkin carriage is gone on the one side, and then didn't they have like Donald Duck or something coming out of the one? There was like the characters over the doors; those are gone.
Except for Stitch. Stitch is the only one that's
Stitch
still
is the
in
only
place.
character that's still there. I don't know how he got spared.
And you have Cinderella and Aurora outside.
That's still there.
One area.
So you can go take your selfies with the princesses still. Okay, so. When you walk in, we walked in on the Christmas side. Now, if you missed any of this footage, it is on our YouTube channel. I put it on YouTube, and there's probably replays on Facebook
I'm sure there is,
as well. So anyhow, so when you walk in, it is like Christmas Wonderland. They have, like on the left, they have a lot of ornaments and tree decorating, and they have ornaments in like every theme that you could possibly think of.
A lot of nice ones this year.
Really nice stuff. I mean, of course, the ornaments are expensive. If they're $20 if you buy three.
Of certain ornaments,
certain
not
ones.
all ornaments.
I mean, if you want to spend $60 on 3 ornaments.
Well, I look at the people. They buy the ear or the ear head ornaments. The people buy the princess shoe ornaments. So they buy those, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's expensive, but
the one I like is they have one of Mickey and Minnie in front of each icon. I like those ones.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So anyway, so. This side of the store is ornaments. This side, if you go to the right, it's the kitchen things. So they have like holiday aprons and kitchen towels and like throw pillows, which I love and have too many of.
Jack throws them all over.
Jack ends up knocking them on the ground. So they have like your stuff to decorate the house. And then when you go back, then you're gonna start seeing like the Christmas mouse ears for this year. The back of the store is like holiday pajama sets.
Socks. A lot of socks this year.
You can buy sock ornaments too.
They had a 12 days of socks box, I think it was. That you got, was it 12
Yeah,
days?
and then there's like an ornament that you can with socks inside.
And it was like a Mickey head. It's an ornament you can hang up after, but there's a pair of socks inside the Mickey head. So it's an ornament and a pair of socks.
And it's like $12.
It has
you get
dual
socks
purpose.
and an ornament. So
an ornament's lasts forever.
They do. Okay, and what else? What else? Okay, so they have I'm drawing a blank. Oh, they have like stuffed animals. They have blankets. They have sweatshirts. They had spirit jerseys. Now, I had talked to our merchandise girl, Lindsay, who is our our merchandise staffer, and I was sending her pictures from the media preview of the store. Now, she wasn't feeling well, and she's like, well, maybe I'll go later on. Now, she was telling me that the spirit jerseys, like, gone. I mean, like they were, and it's mid-October, and the spirit jerseys are gone. I don't know if they restocked them or not, but they have, like the spirit jersey. I mean, I'm not saying you don't get the craze, because I have spirit jerseys, but
it's
those are
hot here.
Well,
until yesterday. It's been nice the last 2 days.
Yeah, like gone. I mean, it's almost like I honestly didn't think, Lindsay said they only had 2XL.
So that almost fits me.
I didn't think that the Christmas merchandise would go flying off the shelves yet. I really didn't.
But I told her, I said, you got to look at people who are here on vacation. They're not going to be here in a month. They have to get it now. And they'll be the only ones that are going to get it.
However, Lindsay and I were also talking about this, that, this is just World of Disney.
Right.
So if you got to remember, like, Mouse Gear gets a pretty decent amount of Christmas merchandise. Then over at Magic Kingdom, they get it at the Emporium and in different stores.
Once the Halloween merch is gone,
yes,
it will all be replaced with Christmas. And it will be that way until around the 1st of January. Yeah. And then it'll all be at the outlet.
And actually, some of the Halloween stuff is already at the outlet. The bowls,
really cool.
the mini doormats are already at the outlet.
There was a lot at the outlet when we went last time.
Yeah, so
we actually went there after we left.
Yeah, we
Disney
did.
Springs, didn't we?
I don't remember. Was that the same day?
Yeah, it was the same day.
I don't know. But anyway, so they're already starting to get rid of some.
Oh, Lindsay said there's already Christmas stuff at Mouse Gear.
Oh, well then there you go. Lindsay, do they have the spirit jerseys?
They did not waste time.
I mean, I don't know if I need another one. I got the Halloween one, the Hocus Pocus one, and it still has the tags on it. So.
But so does everyone she has. It's not cold enough to wear it.
But no. Here's the thing. It finally got cool here.
77 is cool.
So like I actually wore like long pants today. Yesterday, like we went outside just to feel what it felt like around 70. Like the air feels better here. The humidity is gone. So it's like perfect park weather.
I had to run to the store and Aiden wanted to go. Aiden never wants to leave the house.
No.
He wanted to go with me to see how cool it was out there. Like, he could have stepped out the door. He didn't have to get in the car.
No, like it's so weird because it was so. Yes. We're so used to humidity and like that thickness in the air.
And next week it's going to be 90,
like
Michelle just said.
I hope it's not going to be.
It's supposed to get hot again.
No, don't say that. No.
They said we're actually about 3 to 4 degrees below our normal right now.
Yeah.
So this is actually colder than it should be right now.
So like in the evening, if you get a chill, maybe a hoodie or a spirit jersey if you can find one.
I'm still in t-shirts and shorts. I'm just looking at when we were in Michigan at this time of year, if you could wear a t-shirt, or if you didn't have to wear a jacket and jeans, you could wear shorts, it was great. So that's how those people coming here, they're going to love this weather. Because of them, this is paradise.
Yeah, I talked to Michelle Perna this week, and she had said...
why, because it was her birthday?
Because it was her birthday this week. Happy birthday, Michelle. That's one half of the Michigan Besties. And
I don't think she's on yet.
I don't think so. But that's okay, we'll tell her. So there was she was asking, like, for the December meetup, like, what should I wear? Should I bring a jacket? I was just like, well, I think you should bring a
Long
jacket.
johns, boots.
No.
Bring your Uggs and some gloves.
Yeah, bring some Uggs and some really thick leggings. Well, we got leggings. Maybe a spirit jersey. We can hook you up.
No. No. Actually, I'm still warm even in this temperature.
Yeah, but we actually could open the windows in the house, which has been fantastic. The only downside of that is Jack has barked at everything.
Every noise. A car drives by, Jack.
He's looking out the window right now. So we had to like close up the house to put up to do the live feed because, as you know, he's loud every week.
And the best part is getting dark already. So now he can't really see anything because it's getting dark. So we got that working for us, and we've already gotten our deliveries today.
Yeah, we've got our deliveries. There's no valid reason for him to blow fit.
Oh,
like,
there doesn't have to be a valid reason.
Just saying. But yeah, so if you're planning on coming down here to the Orlando area, the weather is better.
We completely jumped off we were talking about the world of Disney, and we kind of like detoured.
How did that happen?
You start talking about spirit jerseys, and that led down the tunnel that just there's no turning around from.
All right, sorry. Anyway, back to shopping. I know how, because we have spirit jerseys. All right, sorry. All right, anyway, so in addition to the fantastic holiday merchandise at the World of Disney store, they also opened a whole new area that is dedicated to Mickey Mouse, being that it's his 90th birthday next month. There is a whole new section of like Mouseketeer type of merchandise. And
the Mouseketeer ornament actually plays the Mickey Mouse march.
It does. It does. The ornament actually plays music. They have a big like mouse ear. Wait, I have stuff. Hold on. Let me see.
They actually, because everybody kept saying where's the magic, there is going to be some things in the store that's going to show magic. The ears, I think they're going to have something on the ears, aren't they? And
yes, actually that's another thing. When we were at the preview, like on the Christmas side, you could see projectors up on the ceiling that were hanging down. And they had said that the back of the store, here's what I'm picturing. You know, like when you go to like when you go to like Lowe's or Home Depot and at like Christmas time or Halloween, I guess, you get those lights that go in the house and you have like, remember we got it last year?
I was looking at those at Sam's today.
Yeah, they have like, you know, like the floating snowmen or whatever you can project up on your house. That is kind of what I think that they're going for. They're going to have different projections up on the wall. The big Mickey hat in the Mickey Mouse, the Mouseketeer area, is going to have special effects. They have pictures hanging up on the walls, and even in the display windows of special effects. So it's going to be, instead of just stuff hanging on the walls, it's going to be like things that rotate.
Which makes sense, because then Disney doesn't have to change the decor. They just change the video, or they just change the effect. It's a lot easier for them.
So they can take the snowman and the Christmas wreaths down in December or January, and then maybe they'll have like hearts floating for Valentine's Day. That's a good idea, by the way. So I mean,
if they do that, they stole it from us. It's
because I just said it. And then like Easter have like bunnies floating around.
And eggs.
And eggs.
Like snowing eggs.
And like American flags for 4th of July. You could
Sam the Eagle.
So you could do this all year round with projections, and it's cheaper to change a slide on a projection than it is to get new decor. So actually, it's pretty genius if you think about it.
I came up with the idea.
It was all us though.
They called. They said, "What should we do?" We said this. They said, "Okay."
So you should totally do it. Okay. Anyway, back to Mouseketeer stuff. I got stuff.
She got free swag.
So that's
the bag
like.
is part of the swag.
Hold on.
You
well,
got
actually,
here.
No, not everything. I only. So they have these already. The Rice Krispie Treat Christmas Mickey heads. They gave us these.
And I'm shocked they're still all wrapped up, because if they were out here, they would have been gone.
It's because it's been in the bag.
I know. I forgot you had it in the bag. You hid it from me.
I'm trying to get him to go on a diet with me this
tomorrow.
week. He keeps saying tomorrow. Do you want to open these tonight?
No, I don't want anything right now.
Yeah, actually, these aren't that bad for you. Well, they're not that good for you.
If you eat all 4 of them, it is.
Ooh, 38 grams
of
carbs.
Okay.
But anyway, they have these out, the Christmas candy and the Rice Krispies and all that happy stuff. Okay, so they have that. And then, this is like one of the coolest things. If you were watching the feed, then you know. They're these cute. They have Mouseketeer hat ears. So instead of having the ears on the side, you got a little hat. Isn't it cute? And then they have the boy version too, without the sparkles and whatever. And actually, this is like super lightweight.
Is it?
Super lightweight.
I'm not wearing it.
Let me see.
It's not my style.
How does it look? Is it cute?
It's adorable.
So yeah, they have this. And let's see. Oh, and then I got this. This was in the Mouseketeer section too, and you can buy this stuff. So, isn't it cute? Now these tote bags are $19.99. I remember that because I did look.
I think you looked at everything that they gave you.
Yeah, probably I did. And then I should have grabbed the bracelet. So you know how before, like when you would go buy the Alex and Annie bracelets, you'd have to wait for a cast member to like open the case for you. Right. Well, now you can. The Alex and Annie bracelets are in like these like. It's an open face box. Yeah, it's kind of, and they hang it. So they have them out in the open that you can actually get your own.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for a cast member to come get it for you.
Yeah.
And then you also got the case, the phone case.
I did. I got
The
an
OtterBox phone case, and hers is for her ex. So we're talking.
Yes. So yes. All right. Should I?
They really gave you guys some nice
This
stuff.
looks kind of silly, huh? With the hair
Well,
pulled
it kind
back.
of doesn't go with the shirt.
All right. So that's what that's all about. And these run the same price as the Christmas ears and the every other ears. They're
27. Maybe?
inflation. Now they're $27.99. They used to be $24.99. Yeah, well, we talked about that a few weeks ago.
We talked about that.
So yeah, so these things are available now.
If you need them, call Lindsay.
Yeah, if you need anything, call Lindsay or message Lindsay because I don't do pickups, but she does. Okay, so that is World of Disney Store, all that good stuff.
I have to admit, I know I probably shouldn't say this.
Oh boy.
I miss the old store. To me, it just looks like a store that sells Disney stuff. And before the World of Disney Store it was an attraction almost to walk in there and see all the stuff in the ceiling and see all the fun stuff. And to me now it used to be the store that had everything Disney, but the magic was there. Now I walk in there, I feel like they've lost the magic. I feel like it's just a store that sells Disney stuff. It's no different than Kate Spade, UGG, or any of the other stores that are down in Disney.
I don't know. Okay.
My opinion.
Okay, in your opinion, you can have that. But, okay, in all fairness, when we were at the media preview, we didn't get to see all the projections and stuff on.
But I'm just saying, from the store itself, the building where you used to have the things hanging in the ceiling and the flow of the store to me, it just seemed more Disney before. Now it seems more like a regular, more modern type store. And to me, it used to be, when I go to Disney, or the way we used to look at Disney is when we went to Disney, the rest of the world didn't exist. You were in Disney. Now you go into that store and it's like, okay, the rest of the world kind of infringed on Disney, and they just sell Disney stuff in this building.
But they're adding more to it. I mean, like they have. I'm glad that they added more. Like when they had just part of the store open before, there was like nothing special up on the walls.
A few people are agreeing with me.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not saying that. I fully understand what he's saying. That's not it at all. It's just the fact that they did make it better than when it was just the soft opening of part of the store. I mean, they have stuff on the walls. They have the.
And it almost looks smaller to me on the inside.
You think so?
I thought because when we walked in, we went into where she said the Christmas area, which used to be the little girls area, where Bibbidi Boppidi Boutique was in the back.
Yeah.
And then you walked through there and you had the stuffed animal room, and then you had the boys' room.
Yeah.
And then you walk through to the pin area and then the men's area.
Yeah.
And now it seems like those 4 rooms are now just one big room.
Yeah, maybe.
It doesn't look as big. So, I don't know, just maybe my opinion. Maybe they have more storage in the one area, because I know behind the Mickey, the Musketeer area, it seems like that wall's up really far. It doesn't go all the way to the back, so I think maybe that's their storeroom now.
Well, they have it organized as far as like, you know, like which characters over here and, you know,
I mean, some of it's great. I love that they did a lot of the sketching and a lot of the art is there now. The thing I love the most, and I didn't even notice it when we were in the Christmas area behind the registers, was they made these these photo collages, I guess you could say, behind it. And the one I love the most, and I haven't posted yet, and I need to do it on my Instagram, but they have Walt's 9 Old Men, and they have each one of them and one of their art pieces with them. So I think that's awesome, because I love the 9 Old Men. I think they're just fantastic artists that they created with Disney.
Well, yeah, they're the trailblazers.
They are. They're the trailblazers. They taught everybody else how to draw after them. And I think it's just fascinating that they actually did remember to put that in that store.
Yeah, so a lot of the sketches and stuff that come to life in the store, it's a nod to the artwork of Disney.
The animation,
much.
It is. It goes back to the animation of what created the company.
So
before Parks and before all that, it was an animation company, and that's what created it to what it is today. So I'm glad they did give that nod back to those 9 gentlemen, because they deserve it.
Yeah.
Honestly, next to Walton Roy and UB, they're the guys who helped do everything.
Right. And so they are represented behind the register by the Christmas stuff. Yes.
And I will post a picture on my Instagram tomorrow, so if you follow me, you'll see it.
So
see, that was a plug to get Instagram.
I know, it's a shameless plug for your Instagram.
Yeah, if you want to go to TMSM tomorrow, you will see that photo.
Shameless plug.
Unless I have my wife post on hers, and 5 billion people will see it.
Oh, shut up. Okay, so yeah, this Saturday is the official opening of the World of Disney Store with the ribbon cutting ceremony. We were invited to cover it for media, but I cannot cover it because we are working Spooky Empire this weekend. But if there's any type of coverage that we get that we don't already have, then somebody will share it with me, and then like we can always go next week.
I think maybe we'll go Monday.
Yeah, we can go next week.
We'll probably run over there Monday. We got Spooky Empire Friday, Saturday, Sunday till 5 o'clock on Sunday, and then we have to break down and come home and all that stuff.
Yeah, so next week. But you get the gist of it. If you go on our YouTube channel, you'll see the inside of the store. The only thing that you're not going to see is the projections.
That's a good way, Casey. It seems industrial looking.
It is kind of industrial looking.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than I thought it was going to be from the first time we looked at it, if that makes sense.
First time I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I can't lie. So, but anyway, so that is the scoop on World of Disney.
And while we were down there, we also went over to the new Disney Tales store at the co-op.
Oh yes.
Which replaced the luggage store. If you know where, so it was detached from the luggage store. The luggage store is now Disney Tales.
Actually, that was the art.
Originally, that was Wonderground.
It was Wonderground.
And then it became then Wonderground and the luggage store swapped spots.
They keep switching spots at the co-op, but now where the original Wonderground gallery was, there's the pet supplies. Now I put that on our YouTube channel today too, and actually
it did really good.
And then I actually have, if you scroll down the page after the show, don't leave us yet. There's a blog there that has the information for the dog stuff. So actually, that's what I'm trying to think. Yeah, so they had like your Minnie and Mickey stuff for your pets, but then they added Haunted Mansion and
Captain America. They had
Star
Darth
Wars.
Vader. And what else did they have? They had something else. Oh, they had the Haunted Mansion, both the butler and the maid costumes.
Yes.
Then they also had the Christmas outfit for your dogs.
They do. They have like a Christmas sweater, and then you put the hood on your dog, and it's got mouse ears. It's the cutest thing.
Jack did not get it, but they did have a Haunted Mansion leash and collar.
Leash and collar and a water bowl.
A squeaky Madame Leota.
A squeaky Madame Leota.
And then they also had balls, the throw-here balls.
Yep, like they had the
Hitchhiking Ghost on them, so it was really cool. I wanted to get Jack the Captain America one, but they only went up to a size medium, and he is not a medium anything.
So yeah, we have a very hard time fitting Jack into any clothing because he's very short but very fat, and they don't come in short and fat.
Right, it either drags on the ground or it just doesn't fit.
So he can't wear clothes. But
he's naked all the time.
He's got a really cute collar and a really fat neck. But yeah, so he did not get a butler harness. But we may end up going back and getting him the collar.
We're gonna put him on the treadmill.
He's just too fat to wear the clothes. But we really wanted to buy him the outfit. They didn't have it not fat enough, big enough for him. He's gonna give me some side eye, like, really, Lee?
He already did. He sat in your spot. He's like, she's not coming back here. So that store was kind of cool. It's a little small, but it serves a purpose. They have different like little huts for your dogs to go into.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool. So it was fun.
So it is definitely worth it to go over there if you spoil your pets. Like we tried to spoil ours if he wasn't too fat for the clothes. So
you gotta get special clothes made for him. He's too big.
Short and fat. Okay. Anyway, all right. So let's see. Oh, Hocus Pocus. Did anybody watch the Hocus Pocus anniversary special on Saturday night? We did. Because we have nothing. We had kind of a little.
On a Saturday night, we were home in time to watch
the Hocus Pocus special. We didn't really do anything this weekend. We just
Disney's so busy right now with the parties and such that we just decided we had to run to the store and do some running around. We came home and just watched that. And then we watched Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, the pop-up Hocus Pocus.
Pop-up video.
Which I was disappointed.
It wasn't really that great.
All right, so here's my opinion.
Don't ruin it because Lindsay said she hasn't watched it.
Okay, all right, no. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
There's nothing to spoil.
Okay, I will say this, Lindsay, if you want to plug your ears. There's as an avid Hocus Pocus fan that I am, I really was hoping you got to see the characters talk about the movie a little bit.
Ice was there.
Ice. Jay and Ice.
Which I know he's a country star.
He sings country. We don't listen to country
music. He's got like 4 albums out. So...
And then Jay actually was on.
Not a lot of shows. He was on Stranger Things.
He was on Stranger Things, and I didn't even know that because they were like the bad guys were my favorite. I love them.
And when they introduced them, they were still in their.
They were in the cages.
Still, after 25 years, they're just sitting there. Bigger.
So, okay. So here's my opinion. It's been 25 years, and I think that I wish that they would have talked to the character, the people that were in the movie more.
Yes.
I mean, like they had the kids from the movie up there, and it seemed like before they could say anything relevant, they went and, okay, I'm gonna sound like an old lady, but I'm gonna say it anyway because we just, what do we call that? Dropping some truth? I didn't like the fact that they had like Vanessa Hudgens up there, like, ugh, like who cares? And then like the guy up there that sings.
He sings half the way, right?
Okay, we'll let him slide on that. But like for me, like the diehard people that grew up watching this movie, like. Please don't judge me, but I don't care.
What would have been cool though is
care.
to have the brother and sister host it.
Yes. Why did they have
both
these
actors,
two? Why did they have these two Disney kids of today hosting something when the real people from the movie that were there? I mean,
they would be able to interact and tell you more what happened behind the scenes and things like that.
They totally. And you know what? And here's what I do.
She's riled up.
I'm that person that I will go and I will find something. If I feel passionately about something, I'm going to go and read the comment section on Facebook to see if other people agree with me. Because I love the comment section. The comment section is mostly better on some things.
And
like,
that's what ruined The Force Awakens for her. Reading the comments.
The comment section is better than articles half the time. You can learn more in the comment section. Like with 90 Day Fiancé, the comments are on fire. You gotta go check that out too. But anyway, so the Hocus Pocus show, I went and I read the comments, and I'm gonna say 90% of people that were commenting agreed with me. There was not enough of the actual actors. There's too much of this frilly, like Disney star of today crap that nobody cares about.
Well, and then they had dance team who won America's Got Talent. They had another musical team, or another boy band.
I'm sitting there Googling who these people are. I'm like, who's this boy band? That's not New Kids on the Block.
They had the costume contest.
But it wasn't even a Hocus Pocus contest.
No, there was a few people that dressed like Hocus Pocus, but not very many of them. So it was kind of odd the way they did it all. And I know they were probably just trying to fill time in eventually, but they could have done so much better.
They could have. Okay, you got these people that were in this movie 25 years ago, beloved characters that we would love to see what they have to say about it now. But then you got Vanessa Hudgens and that guy with the eyeliner on. I just didn't care.
Well, and then they didn't even talk about certain people in there. You never heard any mention about Penny Marshall or Gary Marshall. Now, Gary Marshall, of course, passed.
Yes.
But Penny Marshall's still alive, and they could have included her.
They didn't talk about Master and his wife and the dog with the devil wings.
No, and the mom wasn't there. The dad has died.
Yes.
But the mom is still alive. She was in the great outdoors, and she could have.
She could have. They just missed the mark on so much. And even, I mean, like the Sanderson sisters themselves, I mean, they had Bette Midler, they had Sarah Jessica Parker, they had Kathy and Jimmy there. And it's like they got to talk like for such a small period of time.
Kathy, they gave a little bit, because Sarah and Bette were recorded somewhere at another time. But Kathy was actually there. She flew in there, and she was there with the director. And he got to talk a little bit, and she got to talk, but really, that was probably the best 10 minutes of the whole thing.
But you know what was really cool? And they could have done more of this. They should have showed more behind the scenes footage of the movie. They showed how they actually, this is before they started doing everything computerized, they actually had them in harnesses when they did the flying scenes, and they were actually flying. They were harnessed up to the broom or the vacuum or whatever.
I remember Sarah said she loved flying.
Yes, and so did Bette Midler. So they said it was like physical comedy that they really enjoyed.
But all three of the witches couldn't thank the fans enough. That they took this movie because they said when they filmed it, they had no idea if it was going to be a bomb, and they were disappointed with the box office. The box office was horrible because it came out at the same time Jurassic Park did, and it came out in summertime, which was a horrible time to put that Halloween movie out.
It grew its fandom after.
Following over years afterwards and done really well.
Yeah. So I mean, I really think that there was good parts of the reunion. There were parts of the reunion I think they could have. They just. I mean, like they had, these Disney kids singing "I Put a Spell on You" at the end. I just cringe.
And the girl from American Idol.
Yeah. I mean, ugh. All right, whatever.
That's the one thing we did notice, that when they were singing the song and the way they ended it, we both looked at each other and go, the one at the Spectacular at the end of the Halloween party is much better.
The cast members at Mickey's Not So Scary that do the
100 times
Spectacular were 100 times better than these poor girls up on the stage. They could have taken the cast members that play the Sanderson sisters, put them on the stage for the reunion special, and they would have knocked it out of the park. I mean, just truly, that is, yeah, like Jody said, not enough screen time for them. I fully agree. So
it was fun seeing Billy though. The guy
it was.
Because the guy is as skinny as he was then.
He is really skinny.
And he comes walking out like he's Billy still and like stumbling. And I mean, just really great to see him. And he was talking about being in makeup for 5 hours a day.
Yeah, so that was cool. So it wasn't a total bust, but if you're gonna watch it and expecting to see behind the scenes things or like a lot of fun hocus pocus, like reminiscing, it's really not that.
No, it's not. And that's one thing I love, and she knows this, is I love behind the scenes footage. I love to see how things are made and how they bring a movie to life.
Yeah.
Which is the other 25th anniversary movie right now that to watch the behind the scenes of how they make that is just amazing. Nightmare Before Christmas, because that's also celebrating its 25 years, and that took 3.5 years to make, just because it was stop action motion. So I really love watching behind the scenes. But this weekend, if you want to, and you've never had the chance, Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas and also Coco are back in theaters. So beginning, I guess, on Friday.
This weekend you can. There's different theaters that are doing it. I wrote a blog about that this week as well.
So I'm thinking that after we're all done with Spooky Empire, we're gonna have to go next week during the week sometime and see. Because I want to see them both on the big screen.
But don't we have?
I would love to see
DVR.
But it's just something about seeing it on the big screen. Our TV's not that big.
I know. It's just so funny because like with Hocus Pocus, I mean, I know the words to that movie. I've seen it so many times.
And Nightmare, I just love watching how they did it because just
and you
the
like
way
the
they
music.
I love the music. Denny Elfman, fantastic job. And then just how him and Chris Sarandon shared the voice of Jack Skellington throughout the movie. One sang, one did the speaking. It's fascinating.
See, now that's interesting. That stuff is interesting. Like this stuff that for the Hocus Pocus special, not so interesting. So.
No, if you see how that movie came together, it's just amazing. And if any of you know, here's a trivia question for you. See if anybody knows.
Oh boy.
Where did you first see Jack Skellington in a Tim Burton film?
I know. I know.
Where was he?
I know.
Where was the first appearance of Jack Skellington in a Tim Burton film? I'll leave that one out there. We'll see if anybody answers it.
I'll give you just a second.
And then if you can tell me where in the film, that'd be.
I know. Come on, somebody's got to know.
They probably haven't heard it yet.
Nobody.
Waiting. I don't think they've gotten there yet. No, I'm just now saying. Yep. I'm just not talking about it.
No, James and the Giant Peach.
No, not James and the Giant Peach. Sorry, Ron. You're off the staff if you missed it. Sorry,
no Googling it. Okay, yes! Rhonda, Beetlejuice!
At the end of the movie when Beetlejuice is rising out of the town that Alec Baldwin had built.
Yes.
On his head, the top of the tent that comes out is Beetlejuice's head. Or, I'm sorry,
Jack's head. And Beetlejuice is actually celebrating their 30th anniversary this year, which makes me feel so old.
We saw that at Hot Topic the other day because I had to go.
Because that was such a good movie.
It is Beetlejuice. See, everybody's got it.
Everybody's got it now.
There you go.
No, not James and the Giant Peach.
No, not James and the Giant Peach.
No, it was Beetlejuice. So anyway, and that's a good one too because that's what I told the boys haven't seen Beetlejuice. I'm like, you guys sit up there and watch all this other stuff. I'm like, you need to watch it because it's classic.
And it's another one that's rumored to be getting a part 2, kind of like how Hocus Pocus is.
See, now what do you think about that? Because here's what I think. I think like if a movie is classic and good enough, that they don't need a part 2. Like Hocus Pocus part 2 would not do as well.
It's too long. Too.
Or Beetlejuice part 2, why? I mean,
no, because I heard last year that they got all the original cast to agree to do a part 2 finally. But it's like, why? Don't put that stigma of a bad film with such a great film. How many part 2s are never as good as the original?
They're like, don't say it 3 times. Don't say it one more time.
Beetlejuice.
No.
Beetlejuice.
But anyway, so 30 years on Beetlejuice. And time goes by so darn fast.
I remember seeing Beetlejuice in theaters 30 years ago.
I don't know if I ever saw it in theaters, but I know that when it was on HBO when I was a kid, I used to watch it like every time it was on.
And there is so many stars in that film. I mean, if you go back and look at it, they're all stars, you know, and then Tim
But
Burton.
Jared just said Incredible Secret was good. Yes, Incredibles, that's different. But some movies, I think if it's been 25, 30 years, it's best to just leave it alone.
How many Friday the 13th did we review?
Oh God, they're so bad.
Although Halloween did well this weekend, but I think it had no competition.
Yeah, and if you watch those old horror films that they've been showing like on TV this month,
we watched Halloween
painful.
the other day, and then we watched
They're just
Nightmare
painful.
Before. Or no, we watched Friday the 13th the other day.
Yeah,
It was
so
bad.
bad.
It was bad.
So.
Because we saw Kevin Bacon get it.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay, so that's anyway. So
Anywho, that's the end of that.
the next thing we talked about was the Disney Skyliner put out a little video, nothing real about it. I mean, they really didn't show you what the Skyliner cart's going to look. I mean, they gave you a drawing, but not the actual physical.
Yeah.
But they just did it to put out a few little facts about the Skyliner that's coming. So, like, there's more than 6 miles of cable to hold those carts up. There's going to be, let me look at my notes, 5 different loading stations, 4 resorts that are being serviced. There's going to be 3 different lines, and then there is 2 parks connected, Hollywood and Epcot, from that. But what we were sitting there wondering is the enclosure of the Skyliner going to be all glassed in, or is it going to be open? Because you could go up there, you'd die in the middle of the summer up there. It gets so hot, and then the heat just bearing, and it's like, they can't put an air conditioner on there because it's not connected to anything. It's just hanging off a cable. So it's like, how are they going to keep those things cool?
That's the thing, because like they're showing you these sketches of these buckets.
And all the drawings, the people are happy, but the real people need to be
and
dying.
they look as though they're breathing okay. However, but every time I put something about on the Skyliner, somebody always comments, well, there's no air conditioning in there. Or like, how are you gonna breathe in there? They can't close it completely off, or people couldn't breathe.
I can see them doing like something where it's screened in, because they're not gonna want people throwing stuff out of the Skyliners. Then Disney's gotta go clean up underneath the track of the Skyliner, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Put a fan in the top.
A ceiling fan. No, somebody will stand up and bump their head.
Well, no, you put it under the metal.
Ceiling
Yeah,
fan.
I just don't know how they're gonna do it, because the cart itself is just riding on that cable. It's not actually connected to anything. You can't connect the air conditioner and have an extension cord taking back and forth on the lines. It wouldn't work.
There's gotta be a way. I mean,
will they be handicap accessible?
I don't know. They haven't really said anything.
And Suzanne and I agree. They need to hand out little sticks of deodorant.
You don't know if you're gonna stand there and sweat.
What they should do is they should get a deal right now with one of the deodorant companies to hand them out.
Oh, I can't imagine.
A Skyliner brought to you by Speed Stick. Degree. I can't imagine. They're not going to have you in one of these buckets with no air. They can't. Well, Tina just said maybe the glass and then folds down to like a screen to let the air in there. Because if it's raining or something, you got to be able to cover it up too. Because if the rain is coming in, you're not going to want to get stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll wait till other people ride it first.
See, I want to ride it. He doesn't.
I hate those things.
And it's really not that high off the ground. I mean, in retrospect, it could have been way higher than it is.
The reason I hate it is at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, they have one of those.
They're fun.
And Disney used to have them too years ago. But,
yeah.
They have them at Cedar Point. They still do it at Cedar Point. They're pretty high. They're 200 feet in the air at one point, 150 feet I think it is.
The ones at Cedar
But it's
Point are
completely
high.
open. And when I was in high school, my friend, who was an idiot, would sit there and try to grab the top of the flagpoles we went by. So
oh, that's dumb.
Yeah,
see, no,
he was
that's
going to kill
dumb.
us. So ever since then, I'm like, I'm not going up there.
But the walls look higher on these things.
It's still going to hurt if you fall. That's all I got to say.
Oh my gosh.
If you fall,
well, if you're not an idiot and try to grab stuff out of the cart.
Did you ever see the first season of Preacher? Whole family.
There was a ski lift on the side of a mountain. You cannot compare the two. It is not
With
that
the way we get
high.
wind and tornadoes and stuff.
It's not that high. It is not that high. Jeez.
You thought Tower of Terror was fast.
It is not that high. I mean, it really isn't. See, now people are going to watch us and be like, well, Scott said they're going to fall out of it. No, you're not going to fall out of it. I'm very curious to see what they do with it, though. I mean, like, what it looks like.
Michelle will be the first one to ride it for you.
I'll ride it.
There's
I
not
don't
a
care.
chance
I'll
in
take
the
my Dramamine just in case I start to feel a little panicky, but I'll do it.
And I'll be standing at the end of it when she gets off.
And like others had said, it's got to be handicap accessible because there would be huge backlash if it wasn't. So, I mean, I believe...
Yeah, because that would be horrible for them to say, no, you're handicapped, you have to take the bus.
Yeah, they can't do that. So it has to be. I mean,
Unless they give you a free minivan then.
Hey, a minivan would be a lot cooler, probably faster.
They're already cooled off when you get in. So.
We don't know We don't know when the Skyline is opening. They
No,
do
we
not
haven't
have
heard.
opening dates. They're teasing it out in very small clips.
But
They're
if
not-
you see any of the stations, they're really starting to come together. So I can't imagine it's gonna be too long away. I would guess after the holidays, would be my guess.
I think maybe even longer.
I don't know.
I
I guess
don't
we'll
know.
find out.
As soon as we hear definite on the Skyliner, we will let you know.
The studios is the biggest mess because of the Skyliner. That's the one that's affected the most.
Oh, the
When you
parking
see-
lot?
Yeah, the parking lot's horrible.
Yeah, it's a lot, you guys. I mean, when you come to Disney, and you especially over by the studios, you're gonna be like, because it's torn apart. So,
Exactly.
to put it nicely.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've been a little negative this evening, you know, because I didn't like the young whippersnappers on the Hocus Pocus. I'm very get the kids off my lawn.
And Disney just called. They don't want you there Saturday anyways. You can't go.
I'm just saying. I get a lot of my feedback by reading comment sections, and when most people agree with me, I'm like, see, it's not just me.
Everybody at Disney's going, Michelle.
Oh my
cut her off the
god.
list. She is gone.
I just
You were
like,
supposed to love everything.
I do love everything mostly.
I do love everything mostly.
Mostly. I
Oh,
mean,
Lord.
all right. I'm trying not to be.
Okay, let's go to the next topic. Oh wait, this one might get some people stirred up too.
Oh, for God's sake! What is
So
it
Disney
now?
also released news about the new resort that's coming
Oh, yes, they did.
that will take over for the former River Country area. We're assuming.
Yes, which
'cause
we-
that's-
yes,
it's
we
like-
talked
and Mickey's
about that.
backyard barbecue and all that, and that
Yeah.
area. It's gonna wipe out. So it's gonna be 900 rooms. It's gonna be all-encompassing resort. So it's gonna be DVC. It's gonna be regular everything. Is that
Yep.
correct? Am I understanding? And it's gonna be between the campground and Wilderness Lodge.
So that's why, you remember a few weeks back we had said that they were closing Backyard Barbecue, and we had speculated because,
That was the night Suzanne was here.
yes, because Suzanne actually researched, I want to say she did a blog about the new resort.
Oh
and
no,
it
it was
going
Erica was here. Suzanne called them and found
Yes,
out. when we were
Suzanne
down
found
live. Yeah,
out.
that's right.
But yes, so it's going to be, you know, a half and half, but it's going to be new DVC, of course. And speaking of comment sections, I did. Okay, it's research. So I did go and see what our readers had to say about the new resort, and the overwhelming theme, or what people were saying in the comment section, was why another DVC resort? Why another fancy resort when they're saying that people that want to go to like the value resorts or the moderate resorts, they wish that there was more affordable.
No, I agree with that. That you've got the 5 what are considered value resorts, because Art of Animation is considered a value, even though it's really not.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it goes back to the whole thing though, and I think this is a Disney plan, that the walk-ups and things like that have gone up in cost.
yep.
And Disney's trying to push people to go to the sit-downs. They're trying to push. Now they're trying to push you to go to the more expensive resorts.
But it's expensive.
Unfortunately, I think this one might bite them in the butt. You might get a lot of the people going to the different resorts on 192
Ooh.
because it is so close. Every one of them offers a continental breakfast. Every one of them offers shuttles to the parks, and every one of them has a cheaper price.
See, his there's Jeff's squeaky toys, sorry. His big thing is that friggin' continental breakfast. It drives him crazy. Like when we travel, when we go home to Michigan, we stay at resorts or at hotels. I can bring my
La
dog.
Quinta.
I can bring my dog. Is my top priority.
Yes.
His top priority is continental breakfast.
Because I don't want to pay for food money.
So, I mean, even if we just grab a donut or something to go, or English muffin, or whatever they have, I mean, the extra little food helps.
But I look at Disney's value resorts. You pay sometimes $200 a night, depending on the season. You get nothing for that. Nothing. So it's like if you can stay on 192 and you don't mind it,
Well,
you
there's a
save
lot
yourself some money.
There's a lot of nice resorts in our area that are not on Disney property, but are close to Disney property. So, I mean,
Look, we were fortunate enough to stay at the Sheridan off of Disney that one time. It was beautiful.
Sheridan. Look at Gaylord Palms is right off of Osceola Parkway.
And it's a
off Laurel
Marriott
Drive.
resort.
It's
It's
beautiful.
really nice. So
You know, there's a lot of I don't know. There's good points and bad points, but a lot of our feedback that we got about the new resort is why another DVC resort. And as people that are not DVC members and that we really can't afford to put money into DVC, I get it. You know, I mean, Disney's expensive as it is.
and DVC members love DVC. I mean,
Well,
that's
sure
why
they
there
do,
is so many.
but not everybody can afford DVC. So I think that that's where there's a little bit of
That
friction.
is, there's friction.
You know, because there's people that you got to remember too. Like, okay, so that's another thing, but we're not going to talk too negative. But last week,
Too late.
no, I know. I feel so crabby. I'm going to feel bad when I go to bed tonight. Like, ugh. But anyway, we talked about annual pass holder prices going up last week, and then the what do you call that? What's it
Actually,
called?
that happened after last week, didn't it?
No, it was last week. It was
Oh,
like
was it last week's show?
Wednesday, I want to say.
Okay.
What is it called? What's it called? The tickets that you pay for certain times.
It's based on busy times. Your ticket price could be cheaper depending on what time of year you go, whereas it used to be, it was one price across the board for the year. And now Disney has the season.
Like seasonal, like it's
seasonal
more expensive
pricing.
this month and that as well. So like a lot of people are like, okay, well I already have to pay more for my tickets, or I already have to, pay for parking at the resorts, even at the campground, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with that.
If you're staying at the resort, you should not have to
I have to pay. And then now like they're building another resort, but guess what? It's another DVC resort. So it's like, come on, Disney.
But it's their way of forcing people to either have to go DVC, or you're going to pay for a more expensive resort. But and Corey and I actually talked about this, that eventually I think Disney's going to lose out for a while, and they're going to realize, wait a minute, we've killed our clientele. We've killed the people, the bread and butter that keep this place running.
They need to be able to keep it affordable for everybody, and I think that a lot of the, there's ways, because I know for us, and even now, I'm just going to say it, like there's no way that we would go spend $700 a night for a hotel. I mean, I wish I could afford that.
When we came in 2009, we were still living in Michigan. We had booked our vacation to stay at, I think it was All-Star Movies. Is that where we were going to stay? Or, it was one of the All-Star resorts. We had paid it all off because we used our tax. I mean, back then, for the four of us with tickets and everything, it was like $1,300 for the week.
Cheap.
It was very cheap back then. But we had paid it off right away. We used our tax return, I think, to pay it off. And then about a month and a half before we left, we got an email from Disney
asking if we wanted an upgrade.
If we wanted to upgrade to either Old Key West or Saratoga Springs, and I called her and I'm like, okay, this is what they're saying. She goes, what's the catch? So I called Disney and I asked them what's the catch, and they told me, they said simply put that they have plenty of rooms in the more expensive resorts, but the value resorts are filled up. So anybody who's prepaid and fully paid, they're letting them upgrade to one of the value or one of the more expensive resorts so they can put more people in the value resorts to get more people down there.
Yes.
And I was still kind of on the fence, and the lady goes, I'll give you free dining if you do it. So I was like, okay, sold. So we stayed at Old Key West, free dining for a week for $1,300 with our tickets and everything. And it was just an amazing trip.
This was in 2009.
Yeah, 2009.
So I mean, that probably wouldn't happen now. But that's exactly what they were doing. They wanted to clear the cheaper resorts, and so if you had your trip paid off, then they bumped you to the better one.
And back then they realized that value resorts are what people can afford. And they just seem to have forgotten that, I think, as time's gone on.
We were excited because we walked into the rooms at Old Key West, and we were like, it looked like a little apartment. They had the kitchen, they had the bigger bathroom.
Right.
I mean, so it was definitely nice. So I mean, I think it depends on on what you look for in your trip. Like some people want the nicer rooms because they want to go back and maybe they don't spend the whole day at the park.
Well, that's it. A lot of the seasoned Disney people may just go to the park for a few hours in the evening, or go in the morning, take the afternoon off at the pool, go back.
Go to the pool.
So they need their room for more things, where for us it was just a place to sleep. Now, we learned that the value resorts don't work because I am actually physically taller than the beds. And when the two of us tried to be in one bed and the boys were in another, that did not work. And a week in the hot sun running around parks, no. When you're 6'3", no.
His feet are hanging off, and he was not comfortable. And then when he's not comfortable, I'm not comfortable because he's flopping back and forth. And so yeah, he doesn't really fit in those beds. But now that we live here, we don't really stay anywhere.
No, we
stay home.
We stay home where it's comfortable,
because we are 15 minutes from the park.
And I have continental breakfast every day.
So yeah. We can have our own breakfast here.
Okay.
So anyway, let's enough of that.
So let's talk about something good that's not Disney.
What?
Well, on Friday we got invited by a restaurant in Winter Park called the Glass Knife, which we had not heard about. One of the media companies that we've worked with before for things, they actually set it up. They wanted us to go out there to check out this restaurant and everything, and it was amazing.
Yeah. So for those of you who we get questions a lot if you get tired of eating at the chain restaurants or eating on property, and if you drove, then you can, there's other restaurants in the area that are good. And this place in particular, pastries like you would not believe.
Oh my gosh.
Big old donuts. They
Big
had
donuts,
cakes.
about that big cake slices.
Desserts were so good. They had us try. I ordered the cheesecake, but it was like cheesecake squares in like a cup, and it had like some sort of like a berry, like what do you call that? Almost like a mousse type of thing.
Yeah, like a mousse. I had
so good.
Mine was a pumpkin chocolate cream puff.
It was a puff.
Which was a chocolate puff, but inside of it was a brownie and caramel, with then a pumpkin flavored mousse, I guess you could say, on top of there. It was awesome.
It was like high end food, but not high end prices.
The best part though is before we ate those, they actually fed us lunch as well, and I had gotten the turkey bacon club on a pretzel roll.
Yes.
Which was amazing. You had I
had an egg salad sandwich on a croissant.
It was good.
It was the best egg salad I think I've ever had. And then they had like these fancy chips on the side that were
Terra chips. Is that what they were called?
I don't know, but there was like
good.
chips
Pickles.
made out of vegetables like beets. And then they had like a little side of like bread and butter type of pickles.
Homemade ones that were really good. But then you see them making the cakes and things. And they sell the homemade cakes, and they changed their menu with
for
their
the
for the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw their fall menu. They told us come back at Christmas time. There'll be a Christmas menu where you can go. So it's called the Glass Knife. It's
in
Winter Park.
Winter Park.
It's on Orlando Street, I believe, is what it was. Off
and
of
you
Lee
can take
Road.
I-4.
Take I-4 to Lee Road, and then it's about a mile off of there. I thought it was fantastic. I think we'll be going back there for sure.
Yeah, when my parents come to town, I want to take them to this place because my dad will love it.
He will. And it's very, very reasonable. I mean, usually we're not used to that here at Disney. And you walk into this place and you're thinking Winter Park. And you walk in,
fancy.
Looks really fancy. It's going to be really expensive. And it really wasn't. It was very affordable for what you got. We both left there happy and full. There are two things, though, you should know. They don't take cash.
They don't.
It's cards only. There is no cash taken there. And secondly, they don't have like a normal soda fountain or pop fountain, whatever you want to call it. They only have like a couple bottles of Coke, and that was it.
They have like a barista that makes like, I asked because I asked for an iced tea, and I asked him for an unsweetened, but I need my fake sweetener on the side, so like Splenda or whatever. So they actually brewed like was it black tea?
Yes, black tea.
And then but they brought you like here's your fresh brewed tea.
See, we gotta take Corey here. He said, "Take
Great. It's so good, Corey. It's so good." And then they're like, well, then they bring you like a little carafe of water, and then but they have like fancy coffees. For dinner, they have like a special pot pie that you can eat, and then they
had cheddar biscuits.
Like it was like the crust was made of like cheddar biscuits. I mean, oh my gosh. So, but they have beer and wine in the evening, specialty cocktails. But like, if you're going in there looking for a Diet Coke, like myself, you might want to get the iced tea.
So, do a search, theglassknife.com. Look them up. Check out the menu. Next time you're in town, if you're out and about and you're looking for some place that's not too far, it's about a half an hour from property.
But totally worth it because you know what? It takes you forever to get anywhere around here.
Right. So
I mean, seriously.
It really is worth it. And then you get away from the Disney crowd and all that stuff. So you kind of it's a really nice. Winter Park's a really nice area. There's a lot of shopping and stuff around that area.
Yeah.
But definitely highly recommended. We were very happy after leaving there. We didn't know how we were going to feel going into it.
And he's like, we got to bring your parents back here.
Yeah, we got to bring Dad back because he will absolutely love it.
Yes, and then I think the boys will like it. They have their donut section is kind of like how they have like Voodoo Donuts or any of the specialty donut shops, but they're just these big donuts.
They were bigger. And they're like, I think they were from $2 to $3.50 or something like for the donuts, but they were huge.
So good, you guys.
They were
so
huge.
good. So yes, and thank you to the Glass Knife for having us out.
Yes, thank you so much.
It was fantastic, and we will be back.
We definitely will be back. Probably sooner than we expect. We actually were out in the area the next day, and
I know. I'm like, let's go back. Okay. Anyway, so is that it?
Well, do we have any?
No, because the questions we had were about the resort, which we already talked about. Let's see. I think that's really it.
So the only thing I was going to talk about then before we close out here tonight, I'm trying to find my notes so I don't screw up. This weekend at the Caribbean Royale Orlando. Caribbean Royale. We will be at Spooky Empire. We do have a booth. We're in the main floor room, I guess you could say.
Showroom.
Showroom where all the sales and things like that will be. We will have a booth set up with the Main Street Mouse banner. We're going to have buttons, that are
Come see us.
they're supposed to be here tomorrow. They're actually we've taken our logo, we put it in the Haunted Mansion wallpaper behind our
Yes,
logo.
so we're gonna have
So
special
it's
buttons.
special buttons for
so you have
this.
to come and see us.
And we actually have a new banner that's going to be up. That's the Haunted Mansion wallpaper with our logo on it as well. So that'll be up. So look for us if you can. We will have Michelle's book on hand. If you don't have it, if you have the book and just want to get it signed, come on out, say hi.
Bring it.
If you just want to come and say hi and take a picture or whatever, come see us.
Come and see us.
We'll have Lost Princess apparel clothing out there.
Yes.
For the season. So we will be out there. Check out their website, spookyempire.com. Thank you so much to Gina, Kim, and Petey for having us out there this year. They've been so great to us over the years, so we're so excited to actually be involved with the event.
We're going to be there all weekend. We're
yes.
working it. So
So
whatever day you go to Spooky Empire, if you're going, and it's very close to Disney, by the way.
It
It's
is.
right off of World Drive. You will be there the whole weekend.
A lot of celebrities on hand. If you're an X-Files fan, the X-Files will be there. Kathy and Jimmy, Mary Sanderson will be there.
Yes.
We're trying, I've already messaged for people a couple times. We're trying to see if we can't somehow schedule an interview with Michelle and Kathy.
So we're trying to get her. We'll see.
I'm also trying, Mick Foley was announced to be there Friday only. And if you're a WWE fan, you know Mick Foley from his history in wrestling. He's a huge theme park fan, so I'm really hoping that I can maybe talk to him for a few minutes about theme parks and such. But the X-Files are going to be there. Peter Criss from Kiss will be there. Elvira's going to be there. There's a special, if you're a Pop Funko collector, there's going to be a special Elvira Spooky Empire Pop Vinyl available for purchase there.
Yes.
So it should be a great weekend. If you're in the area, please come by and say hi. It's very affordable to go to as opposed to most conventions that are really...
And it's fun. And then Lisa wanted to know if you can order shirts. If you go on lostprincessapparel.com or on our event tab on Facebook, I did put, there's a new spot to order shirts if you would like them.
Yeah, and I want to explain, I'm adding more shirts. I haven't done it all. I've just been so busy. I haven't had time. And if you notice, I'm using my other laptop because I installed the update for my other Mac and it crashed my system, so I'm rebuilding that one now. But I'm adding new shirts. We found a new company that we're working with, and the way it's going to work is you can purchase it right through Lost Princess Apparel. One-stop payment for you. They will ship you the shirt that has the Main Street Mouse logo or any of our custom-made shirts. We will ship the Lost Princess Apparel to you, so you might get two packages if you order two things at the same time. But now we've created it so it's a one-stop shop. So you can go in there, you can buy Lost Princess Apparel, TMSM merchandise, as well as Michelle's book, and it's one-stop shop for you, and then everything will get shipped out to you as fast as we possibly can.
Yes, so I guess that's
That makes sense? That's it? Fingers crossed and prayers for meetings with celebrities.
Yes, I know,
definitely.
right? Let's hope it's a successful weekend. We're really looking forward to it. We've been very fortunate that when we actually work these different conventions, these cons, that we have our table, we've gotten to meet a lot of wonderful people that follow us, that have bought my book, that have followed our site for years, and I think that's one of the best parts. Just like our meetup, it's so great to meet you guys. It's wonderful.
It's simply amazing that we do these conventions, and we've done them in Alabama. We actually did them in Michigan at one time.
We did Motor City Con.
But that people actually recognize and they know who we are at these other. I mean, of course, by Disney, you might know who we are, but to be in another state at a convention is it's crazy that people actually come just to say hi. And it's fascinating, especially Birmingham when we do Magic City Con. We've had people come out there every year just to say hi to us.
Yeah, that's crazy
awesome
to me because we have this silly little site that we got going on, and now we have this silly little show every weekend. So it means the world to us that you guys care enough to come and see us, to purchase our clothing and my book.
Or just to say hi.
Or just to say hi, that you care enough to even do any of it. So thank you.
And like we mentioned last week, we are working on the new book. If you don't know what that is, go back and watch last week's video to find out more about it. But I am hoping we might have some artwork to share next week.
Do you think so?
I think we'll have something.
Yeah, so if you missed the announcement, got a new book coming out that we are working on together. I'm doing the writing, he's doing the illustrating, so hopefully we'll have something to show you next week.
I'll work on getting something for next week. We
If
have
we
one
have
done.
time.
We have what, two?
Yeah.
Two of them done, so yep, we'll get it done.
So, and
okay, my computer's about to crash.
Yeah, okay. So, go watch Dancing with the Stars Disney Night. Sorry to keep you.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Really quick, you're probably already following us on Facebook, but if not, at the Main Street Mouse. Also on Instagram, at the Main Street Mouse. On Twitter, Main Street Mouse. On YouTube, the Main ST Mouse. You can also follow this little lady on Instagram at CinderShella4 or myself, TMSM_Avenger. Thank you for everything, guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Please remember to share, tell all your friends about us, and keep us growing.
So thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.